Hello everyone, welcome to this live stream. So if you are catching up on the replay, let me know in the comment section. This will be shared on probably all of my social media platforms, so I will be able to come back and say hi to you and appreciate you for watching the replay. So this was a requested topic. This was requested just as the lockdown was announced, and I couldn't do a live video at that time for other reasons, and part of that was for me to process everything as well and to authentically share what I did. And maybe you did the same, which is great, because I definitely did do the right thing. All this self-development did come to hand at the time that was needed, which was during this epidemic. So this is for people that had requested it in my Facebook group called Emotional Mastery Starts Here. So let me know how you find it. So stay till the end, because I will be sharing a lot of my own experiences, how I went from being in that fear mode like everybody else, and what strategies I used to transition and to get into the growth phase where you feel more empowered and take control of the situation. So I'm not saying this is the right way to do, but what you can take from this video or this content is that you can feel empowered during the situation where a lot of people are still in that fear zone. There are some people that are still in that fear zone, and that the resisting the change, and that's where more problems come. Okay, now I've been doing self-development since 2014, consistently growing, and it's for times like this that's when all of the work comes to hand. Now, this is not my first chaos, shall I say. We all experience problems in life. This happens to be a somewhat global, or at least, definitely a national crisis, right? We're all in this together, but you guys don't see all of the other stuff that I've gone through for the last sort of year or several years until I share with you how I overcome it. So this happens to be a global situation, a national situation, and we're all in this together. So that's a huge benefit, shall I say, in itself. Like, we're all in this together. It can bring us closer as a community as well. We all have that compassion because we're all in it together. We've all got, if you're parents, you've all got the kids at home for at least 6 months, for definite. The government isn't telling us that, but for sure, the school is not going to close until September. So, we can feel some pains of each other. So there's a lot of compassion happening right now. There's a lot of care that's happening right now. We are really celebrating, people on the front line that are serving patients and people that are in need of care. And obviously they're going home. There's so much respect, so much has changed because we're in it together. So that's just something I'm really grateful for, to be part of this. That end of the day, you're not alone in this situation. So what did I do to get through that fear zone initially that came across when we all heard the announcement happened, where we had to shut the schools down, shut the restaurants down, and all the other places that are closed right now. Now, my husband works in a restaurant, so he had to obviously no longer have a job. He was going to be home. Kids obviously at home. I work from home, and I work at set times when the youngest one is at school, so everything had to change. There was a lot of fear in me as well, and this is somebody who, like I said, I've been doing self-development for coming up 6 years now. Feeling fear is pretty normal, okay? What I do hold back on when it's unwarranted fear, because at the end of the day, we are still safe. I mean, our lives are not in danger as such, for sure. Now, I know that's not the same for everybody, but for me personally, and most people, it is the case. We are relatively safe. There's no terrorist attack happening. There's no immediate threat happening. So anything outside of that is unwarranted fear. So anytime I'm feeling fearful, I don't act. I won't go shopping. I won't I would avoid talking to people as much as I can. I would avoid talking to family members, because then I've got myself in a place where I'm open to complaining. Okay, now that's only because I've been doing self-development, and I've got that self-awareness that, hey, if I'm in that fear state, I am not going to do what will make me more vulnerable to act outside of my core values. Now, complaining constantly is not in my core values. Yes, complaining to get a solution is okay, but there was no solution happening at that time. There was so much uncertainty. You know, you didn't know what was going on. So if I even had complained, there was no results, there was no solving happening. So I avoided talking to anybody, right? Apart from obviously who I was living with, people that I am living with. So very low talk. Even, you know, at school, my daughter was sent home. She had a tiny bit of cough, and they all thought it was the virus. I just said, okay, whatever, and I just took her home. Very little talk. I did not want to take a huge thing out of it, because I know every word I say and feel is going to come back to me. So even if when the kids are not well, a little bit, I don't talk about it, because then they heal quicker. That's one of the law of attraction things. You learn, the less you talk about your problems, the less they come. So fear zone was there. It lasted maybe for 2 days for me, from I think Wednesday when my little girl came home, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday it was starting to ease off, because then we got a little bit of certainty that, hey, yeah, although it's not good news as such, that, you know, schools are going to be closed. So some certainty came on the Friday. This is the first Friday that when the announcement happened where UK is going to go into lockdown. And then I had to start creating a routine. So what I did was I had no coaching calls that week, because I needed to get into that comfort, you know, that growth zone, that certain zone. I shouldn't say comfort, but where you're getting some certainty, because even certainty is comfort. So I had to literally have no calls that first week, and really get present. Okay, so what am I going through right now? What changes have been made? Because I can't control the changes. I can't control the external events. I can't control the schools closing. I can't control the restaurants closing and all the other places. I can't control the shopping behaviours now. Like, you know, you've got to be, you know, 2 feet apart, I think, something like that. So, you know, the queues, all that stuff, shopping once a week, and having no toilet roll in shops, and then looking for toilet roll. And then I think the first week went to where I was buying like 5 things from each shop because there was hardly any stock. So although that's no longer a problem, but these are things I couldn't control. So what am I going to do to keep my state high? Okay, that's my goal every day. Finding joy every day. Now, it doesn't have to be every single moment of the day, but I come back to joy, because we are humans, and we don't always control external events. So, but that is my goal. So first week off was literally just to see what's going on. Okay, I've got this happening. I've got, obviously, the girls are home now, husband's home as well. Like, so how am I going to do this? And all this gathering was going on the first week, and being present with the situation, and just taking away one thing, because this is it. I had to slow down on the lower priorities. So my highest priority is my health, my faith. My faith is number 1, then my health, then my family, then my business. So from all those 4, I had to just slow down on the business for the first week, just so I can get a grip on, you know, my faith, continue doing my faith, practicing every single day. And then my health, what I'm going to do, there's changes there, gym was closed, you know, all that stuff, the changes there. Then the family. So slowly I was looking at the joy in every situation. Okay, it didn't happen straight away, but I knew something had to slow down for the other things to get into clear with. And just during those times when I was getting more clear with my higher priorities, I learned so much that I got ease on those situations. Okay, because the last thing you want to do in any time, it's not just during a crisis, is to try to do everything, try to be a mum, try to be a wife, try to be a entrepreneur or working at a job, because that feels heavy. what you want to do is get ease during those situations. And I knew if I was doing everything at the same time, I wouldn't get ease. I would be struggling. I would be like heavy burden. I would still get it done, but it wouldn't be through ease. And one of my high, priorities are to feel joy, because that is part of my faith as well. So that's what I did the first week, getting present with the situation, really assessing what's going on and how I'm going to move forward. Get into gratitude by the end of the week, seeing how the week went, what went good, what needs to improve. So I changed, by the second week, I changed my timing of how I'm going to work, when I'm going to be working. Now I'm working late afternoons. By then the kids are happy. I learned their love languages, which was amazing, something I never did before. So I was feeling like a great parent, a great wife, because I was cooking and we were doing everything together. It was really nice just to be home. But this is a key. I was looking at the gratitude, looking at the good. Yes, the goals have slowed down. Yes, I won't be able to do X, Y, Z because of the situation over the next 6 months. But I could always do them later on. I could always do them next year. That's okay, as long as today is a good day. As long as I'm bringing the joy in today. That's my priority, because faith is huge, again, for me. And it umbrellas over everything else. The faith value of mine is bigger, and it brings in everything else. So by week 2, new routine. Okay, so I'm going by weeks here, but you guys, you can do this at any phase as you like. But the less time you are at the fear zone, at the fear place, or the panic zone, the better for you. And the less you act on unwarranted fear and act more on your highest values, that would be better for you. Because how many times have you done this or heard somebody else say this? Oh, well, I didn't need all that toilet roll, but I bought it because I thought it'll run out. But then, your highest value says you'll always be provided. You'll always get what you need. You should only buy what you need, right? But because you were in that panic zone and you went shopping, seeing other people buy crazy stuff, and you just acted on there and picked up their energy and did what they were doing, not what you felt was right, you regret it, okay? And that keeps you in that fear zone longer, because now you've done something you wouldn't do normally, right? So hence I always say, if you're feeling fearful, unless if it's just like if you speak on stage and your body's sort of like sweating and your heart is racing, you can always switch that to excitement. I'm not talking about that fear. I'm talking about uncertainty type fear, where you shouldn't really act until you connect your highest values and then you act, which is something we all have to do, which is why, because you guys, the chaoses never end. Like, you always have problems in life. You've got to embrace the struggle. This just happens to be a public type struggle, right? We are all in it together. So your self-development that you do on a daily basis will get you ready for these situations, right? It'll get you ready, because what we generally do, and I've found this a lot happening with my friends on Facebook and people that I've been talking to, and even some clients, is that because they're not working right now, they're not working 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, and they're not busy, and now suddenly they're home, anxiety's coming up, their stuff's coming up, their emotions are coming up, but because before they were busy, they didn't have to deal with it, but now that they're not busy, they have to deal with it, and they're struggling, okay? If you are at that place, that situation, definitely reach out to me. I am doing some free coaching sessions as well. Ask for one, and I will book you in during the week when I'm not doing paid coaching calls. So use that opportunity for sure during this time. But that is happening a lot, because we're always busy avoiding the emotions, avoiding the growth, and suppressing emotions. And then time like this comes, everything comes up. So another thing, repurpose. This is your growth zone. So refind your purpose again. So like my purpose now is to make sure the girls are happy at home. They're doing a little bit of lessons. They're growing personally and in their skills. You can probably hear them outside right now. They're helping their dad with, I think there's a lawnmower that's come. I'm not sure. I've been in the office since 3 o'clock, so I'm not too sure what delivery has come. So gratitude, adapt to the change. Slowly adapt to the change. That has to happen, because if you're not adapting, that means you're still stuck at oh, why did this happen? And if only that didn't happen, and if only this didn't happen, and if only that didn't happen, if only China didn't do this, and if only they didn't do this, and you know, all that is keeping you stuck. I do say, I mean, I don't watch news. I'll only watch announcements as I need to after the news is done, where I get like the highlights, maybe for 10 minutes, and that's all I need, is to stop watching the news. The more you consume the news, the more it's bringing out those fears that are unwarranted. Because that's how media makes their money, by using these fears that we all have, and it's like we're glued to it. If we don't work on ourselves, we do get glued to it, and we're constantly addicted to it. It becomes so addictive that it's really hard to stop. So if you are watching the news, maybe reduce it to I don't know, twice a day, that you just get some updates if you're watching it constantly. And if you're like me who never watches it, then I don't know, once or twice a week is enough. And if you really need to know something, your friends will tell you. You'll find it. Somebody on Facebook will talk about it. Create a new routine. Service to others. Again, that will keep you in that gratitude and the high vibration mode. And adapt to change, like I mentioned already. Adapt to change. So like I said to you now, what we've done is, from me going from working in the morning till the school run, I'm now working in the morning just alone before they get up, so it's about 6 o'clock ish till about 9, roughly. Not always the same, but roughly there. I have a couple of hours there, and then about 3 p.m, 2:30 p.m. till about 6 p.m. That's my work hours now, and that's where I'm adapting to, and I feel content with that. That's taken off my faith value, that's taken off my health value as well, taking off my what's the other one, family value, business value as well. So my 4 top values, 4 priorities are getting ticked off by just changing my routine, and I'm feeling content. I guess goals are extended, some of them have been changed, the date's been changed. That's something you're gonna have to do anyway, because you always change the date. You don't change the goal, you change the date, and you look for the growth that you need to increase in your growth. The growth, so you can keep the goal as well. That is needed. Hope this was useful. If there's anything that I haven't covered, or there's something that you want me to cover in the next video, definitely let me know in the comment section. And if you do want to reach out to me, you can definitely find me or at least on the Facebook page, Flourish on Purpose with Naz, or my blog website, flourishontpurposewithnaz.com. I'll catch you in the next video.